helped me take my skates off. I had hurt my knee when I had fell. He just rubbing my knee. You know what I'm saying? Just genuinely taking care of me. And that may seem so little to some of y'all because y'all done experienced it before, but I never experienced it. And this is how a man is supposed to treat a lady, period. That's just basics. So I'm just now experiencing this for the first time in my life, and I'm so grateful. Like, it feels so good to finally be treated right, to be acknowledged, to be loved correctly, to be given affection to. And that's all because that's what I've been giving myself for the past 2 years. I've been working on self. I've been loving myself. So when you do that, that's what you attract. You attract love. You attract people that love you and honestly show it and want to do it. Genuinely want to do it. And not just for the moment. It's not just for them to get what it is that they want. This is genuine. So we went skating. It was a great experience. Second date. No, the very first time we went out to the bar. We went out to the bar. Had us a few drinks. You know, I'm talking. You know, I be talking about God, baby, and my experiences. So that, stop it. That was our first date, the bar. I didn't even consider it a date, but let's just say a date. Cool. Went to the bar, then we went skating. Third time we went out, we went to the movies. Third date was the movies, and shoot, it was fun because I had snuck us a little bottle of wine and you know what I'm saying, because it's real expensive. We go to the expensive movie theater, so snuck a little bottle of wine because we weren't finna pay all that for their little liquor. And shoot, we was chilling, watching a movie. Now during the movie, he's sitting up here asking me how my day was and all this, and I'm like, I didn't want to be rude, so I was answering the questions, but I'm like, low key, like let's chill, let's watch the movie. But that's just how much he cares about me and what's going on with me and how my day is, and if I'm just mentally good, like for real. So the next date, because he said he hadn't been to this restaurant, so I'm like, all right, that's what we finna do. So we made plans and we went to that restaurant, and he loved it. He was like, it was really good and all that. And then we had went to the movies again, and man, that experience was wild. You know, it was a lot going on. He couldn't really sit through it all, but I was here for him. Yeah, it's whatever. He had to go handle something, so he had to leave, but he came back and it was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do what you gotta do. Family first. I stand on it. And then hold on, let me think. The next thing we did, y'all, we literally this morning, we went to church together. This morning we went to church together. Like, do you know how deep that is? We sat up here and went to church together. We went to church together. We was present. We was in a moment. Hey, put that back, little girl. And baby, I had made a video just recently about church. I was like, I'm cool on church. Them people do not seem genuine. You know, the majority of them just there for the fashion, or they there to look around at women. I was able to discern a few spirits that was right, that was righteous, and they're genuinely for God. But for the most part, but that was a big church, so I don't know if that make a difference. But I'm like, because I already feel like, you know, I live by God every day, all day. It's I stay in the spirit, so I don't necessarily need church. That's just me though. I'm not talking down on it. You know, if you feel like you need it, you need it. Go find you a church home that's for you. But me, that experience was just, it was a no for me, and I really didn't feel like I needed to do the church thing again. But One of our co-workers, he is strong in his faith, and he's a man of his word, a man of God, and he be upfront and honest with us about where he done came from and the sins that he's committed and how he lived his life and how God changed his whole, situation, and had him living in his purpose, and just blessed him abundantly, and still to this day blessing him. And he's just so wise, and me and my friend look up to him. Hey, stop. Look up to him tremendously. So this is his church. It's a small church. It's not too many members, so you feel comfortable, and it's a lot of love. It is filled with love. Everybody genuinely feels like when you feel their energy, they're there for God. It's genuine, and I feel so comfortable. I feel like I'm at home. And another thing that really rubbed me the wrong way is ties. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel obligated to having to give the church money. And I don't even necessarily know what y'all putting this money towards. That's just how I felt. But at this church where my coworker attends and preaches at, I ain't got no problem giving them no money. It just feels so genuine. I'm open. I'll give y'all money every Sunday. I have no problem. So that's me giving back to my community and my people, and I know they're gonna do right by it. And baby, that church house had me crying. I never think the church home had me in tears, but the power of God in there, the energy is just overwhelming. And then on top of that, when you really know God is working and your situation is so minor compared to God, it just brings you to tears to know how blessed you are. So I was having a moment, and it was amazing. So right after church, we went to eat. We sat down. We just had a conversation, and we laughing and joking, and had some little serious moments. But it's just a time with him. I have a time with him, and when I tell you, honey, this man he just told me the other day. He was like, I love how you handle business. I love how you stand on stuff, and you're a wonderful person. Like, anybody would be blessed and grateful to have you as a wife, and just all these amazing things he thinks of me. And I feel like he don't think enough of himself, honestly. Like, I don't know why he but I tell him the same thing. I say, you such a great individual. You're such a great father. Like, all the things that you do for your children, a lot of goods don't do for theirs. I admire that. If I was because he was not once but twice married, same woman to his children's mother, married her twice. And I'm like, shoot, if I was your children's mother, I'd be so grateful for you. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I would treat you like the God that you deserve to be treated like. For real. As much as he does, a lot of fathers, a lot of baby daddies, a lot of men that are fathers, whatever, they not doing what he do. They just not. So I admire that. I respect that. And he knows that part, but just who he is as a person, like, he's tremendous. He see how hard I work. He see how I show up. He see my trials and my tribulations. And I'm very vulnerable with everything that I go through. Like, I trust him. And I'm open and I'm willing, and I feel like I ain't gotta have my guard up. I ain't gotta be worried about nothing when I'm with him. I feel like I could go to him and just tell him everything, like all my goals, what I'm trying to do, how I'm feeling, what I'm up against, and he just keep me calm He knows how to keep me calm. He knows how to talk me down. He knows how to get me back into balance. Like, stop worrying. Like, calm down with the anxiety. Like, everything is literally going to work out. Like, you know, this what didn't work. He's like, you know, what you working on, you know, how that didn't work out for you. That's probably because it would have put you in a worse off situation than you even know. Like, he makes sense. He makes sense. And it's what I need. Like, like I said, we've known each other for a year, and he told me, he was like, when we had that conversation, I knew that I liked you. And that's why I kept trying to dodge you. He was like, I kept trying to dodge you because I knew what you was about. I knew what type of woman you was. He like, I knew what you stood for. I knew what you was about. I could tell it by your energy, and that's why I tried to dodge you. I tried to stay away from you because I wasn't ready for you. What? What man do you know that's saying that? That's that honest. I knew I wasn't ready for you. What? I can't do nothing but respect that. So he stayed away. What? He like, I ain't want to get too close. Thanks, babe. Ooh. He's like, I ain't want to get too close. I ain't want to like you too much because, you know, the situation that I was just getting out of, I needed time to heal. These are all his words. I needed time to heal. That's what he said. Men and women, but men and women be so quick to jump into another situation. What? This man sat up here and said, I needed time to heal, so I ain't even want to approach you like that. Thanks. And at the time last year, I was still, like I said, I was still getting myself together. I wasn't even in that mind frame. So that's how I know it's literally God. Like, this the perfect time. Like, as far as I've came and what I know and what he need, I'm there for him. And as far as he's came and what he know and what he possesses, that's what I need. So it's literally a give and take and give. You know, ain't nobody giving too much. Ain't nobody giving too little. It's equal. Like, we are each other's balance. We keep each other motivated. We keep each other going. So right now, at this point in my life, I feel as though God, I already know what I deserve and I already know what it looks like. But now God wants me to experience it in real time. And I'm experiencing it with him. He's giving me the love, the affection, the attention. Can you stop before you hurt yourself? The motivation, the encouragement, the drive. And I already possess all this. I do this. I do this. I keep myself going. But you don't always have to rely on self. God places those people in your life just to make it a little bit easier. Just to make it a little bit easier. And you know why I'm grateful? I'm grateful because I didn't self-sabotage this. I clearly seen what it was, what God blessed me with, who God blessed me with. I seen it clear as day. And for him, I believe I'm the person that shows him what he needs, what he deserves, how he is valued, how he is important, that he needs the same treatment that he's willing to give. He's willing to get the shirt off his back, the shoes off his feet for you. That's the type of man he is. That's a respectable and honorable man, period. We not perfect. You know, we still make mistakes. We do what we do, but at the end of the day, we already know, like, it's about God. It's about the children. That's the main focus. And to help our people and to work on self and to be better people. That's what he said his goal was, to be a better person. And that's what I want to be too, and help people. So we truly living in our purpose, and we still learning, still growing, still healing, still going through BS, but that's what it come with. I hope I ain't come off too aggressive, y'all. This is something I'm very passionate about because I want women as well as men, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to attract more women. I want y'all to know how worthy you are, how beautiful you are, how beautiful your soul is, how much you're needed, how much people need you, how much people need you. You're important. Let all that hurt go. Let all that trauma go. Learn who you are. Ask God what your purpose is. Work on yourself. Don't feel like you gotta be in a relationship after relationship after relationship. Take some time to get to know who you are, what you like. You know, don't be quick to have kids. Kids do not. My child made me better. My child made me realize what I needed to change. That don't be the case for everybody. People be out here having kids and don't take care of them, and you know what I'm saying, they not fit, they not mentally right, they ain't ready for that responsibility. So don't feel like you need to have a child and like a child gonna change something in your relationship. Or not to say that's what I thought. I didn't think that, but whatever about me. Y'all know your worth, know your value. And once you do all that, I promise you, God is gonna send you the right people in your life. And it's not just romantically, it's just friendship. It's the people that are supposed to be here on your journey. The people that's gonna motivate you, encourage you, push you, keep you mentally balanced. But you gotta be able to do all this on your own. I had to do all this on my own. I had to be all this and learn all this on my own. And then I attracted that. So I had to go through that rough patch where all I had was me. So now I got my best friend, my female best friend, and I got my male best friend. I'm good. I got my child. I got my family. I'm good. I'm great. I'm blessed. This man called me every morning. Good morning, my beautiful black queen, goddess. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking life. Speaking life upon me and telling me who I am. I already know who I am, and I stand on who I am. He feel like I'm a tough cookie. I still feel like I'm nice, but hey. And when y'all get the person that's supposed to be in your life, and again, this is not always romantic, do not self-sabotage. And you know why you shouldn't self-sabotage? Because you done the work. Where it's no way you can self-sabotage, to be honest. And if you ever in confusion, you always take it to God. And one last thing, y'all, I don't even think I mentioned this. I've grown so much that and I'm standing in my power now. Now I'm wife material. And y'all know why I say that? Excuse me. I say that because he just recently, and it was just a question, but he asked me, he was like, what would you do if I asked you to marry me tomorrow or 2 weeks from now or 2 months from now? And of course, I'm a female, so I'm elated. You know, majority of females want to get married. That's an honor. You know, that's something that we all want. But honestly, I told him, I'm like, because man, y'all, you know, I kept talking about this, right? I kept talking about marriage. Like, oh, my next person, I want to be married. I want to be married. I don't want to do the boyfriend, girlfriend thing. I don't want to date. I want to be married. Like, married. Then I had to stand back. Hey. I had to stand back. When I took a step back I had to realize I'm not ready. Like, I'm not ready for that. Like, I'm still working on what God want me to work on. I'm still working on self. I'm still building myself up. And I'm focused on my child. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on helping people. I'm focused on what God need me to do. Those are just my priorities right now. I'm not worried about no man. I'm not worried about no relationship. That's just where I'm at. And I'm okay with that because I got too much that I got to do right now. So that was number one. Number two, I don't make decisions for self anymore. I allow God to lead me into what is for me. Because I know what is for me. God got that answer. God has that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to lead myself no more. I don't want to make those decisions, especially if it's life changing decisions. I just need God. That's just what it is. So I told him, I'm like, I'll take it back to God. I'll sit on it. And that's the reason, because I no longer make decisions for myself. God is in every decision, period, but definitely every major decision that I make. And I've personally never been married. He's been married twice to the same woman, so he knows a lot about marriage. But even with me not being married, I know it's not gonna be no walk in the park. Like, marriage is not just about love. Like, you could love somebody right now in a moment very strongly, very deeply, all that good stuff, but it's gonna be a season where we don't like each other. Like, it's going to be a season where we go through our trials and tribulations, and how we deal with that is what truly matters. Good night. How we come up out of that, it's going to be people that's not people, but them entities, the enemy going to come up against us and challenge our love and challenge our union. If God say we meant for each other, like, that's just what's gonna happen. And are we strong enough? You can say all you want, oh, I'm not gonna get no divorce, I don't believe in that. But when you really in that situation, what you gonna do? Are you strong enough to really stand on that? Or are you gonna fold? So you never really know what you gonna do. Not that that's a concern of mine. I'm not worried about divorce. Like, I'm not scared of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in it because it's God ordained. So if it's God ordained, ain't no such thing as divorce. Regardless of what happened, that's what we got to deal with, and that's easier said than done. But that's my reality. That's why I say I no longer choose who I want to be with. I let God make that decision, because when God make that decision, God know what's gonna happen in the future. So all I have to do is have faith in whatever is thrown my way, and I'm willing to do that with the right person. But if I'm not with the right person, I'm gone. I'm moving around. So I'm cool on that, doing what I want to do. I don't move like that no more. And I'm speaking on the fact that I honestly don't know if I can handle 3 children. Like, he got 3 children, and I've said that plenty of times in my videos, so I had to be straight up with him. Like, I just don't know. And one thing about him, he is so understanding, just like I am. Very understanding. So when I told him that, he was like, I respect that. I respect that you said that, and I'm not mad at you, and I can't force that on you, and I know it's a lie. So I understand if you didn't want to be with me because of that. Like, I genuinely do, but I'm gonna always love you. I'm gonna always want you, and we'll whop the bam. So just him understanding that was like just amazing. Amazing man, amazing person, amazing God. He is amazing. So I was straight up, I told him that, and then I said, if God does say this is a union, okay, we have 4 children amongst ourselves all together. So what does discipline look like? What are the do's? What are the don'ts? We gonna have to meet each other's family, and you gonna have them ignorant people. You gonna have them people that's putting little stuff in your ear, and don't want to see y'all together and stuff like that. And what I'm saying, my people cool, but what I'm saying, it's all spiritual. And he told me a little bit about his people, but it's all spiritual. You don't know what spirits be dwelling amongst these folks. So children, family, finances. He wants more children before the age of 30. So that's coming up. And baby, I really don't care about age, like how old I am when I have my next child. I just know that I do want to be married, and I do want to be financially stable. I refuse to have 4 fat kids amongst us and we live in check to check. That's just not going to happen. It's just not. Like, I'm living check to check right now, taking care of me and mine. And I just, it's God getting me through, and I have all faith in God, and we good. We're taken care of. But this whole check to check thing, I don't care for it. I want my business to bloom. I want it to blossom. I want to be financially abundant. I want to be able to help people outside of just helping myself. That's just what I want to do. That's what it has to be. And living in our purpose. Like, I'm not sure what he's supposed to be doing. He's still figuring that out, and I respect that because I was there as well. So I just want to make sure that he is working on that, living in his purpose. Not just taking care of his responsibilities, which is the children, and maintaining that household, and things like that, but his purpose, what God wants him to be doing. Like, that's big for me. How we handle confrontations, situations, or arguments. Like, we don't want to be screaming and yelling. I've been there and I've done that, and I hated that I was screaming at the top of my lungs in front of my baby other siblings. Like, I hated that, but I was just so upset and didn't know how to express myself. That's just how it came off, because I was tired of what was going on in my household. I was just tired. I was tired of doing everything. And that's another thing. Like, I know he was handling the majority of things in his household, just like I was handling the majority of things in I was handling everything in my household. So it wasn't no balance. Now, like, if me and him was to get together, there's balance. Like, he wouldn't have no problem cooking and I say I'm tired, or he's tired and I pick up what he can't do. Like, it's gonna be even. He's that type of person. He's clean. He keeps things straight. Like, these are just things that I know from just how he speaks and what he tell me and what I tell him. Like, we know, we tell each other everything, and the things that we have not said to one another, we know that we're not ready to speak on that, and that's totally okay. We respect each other's boundaries. So he know the wrong I've done, I know the wrong he's done, and certain things we did in our past, and how we let that go, and who messed up in what situations. Like, we know all that. And like I said, what we don't know, we know that we don't know that about each other, and that's okay. Overall, I'm grateful that God placed this man into my life to be by my side, not be jealous of me, not be envious of me. He speaks greatness upon my business and everything I got going on. He ain't no low-key under the table jealousy, you know what I'm saying? None of that. It's genuine. It's all love. It's all like, I want the best for you. Like, that's how he moves. That's what I need. He's a male best friend, and I'm deserving of this. I'm very much so deserving of it. And he deserves for the love to be reciprocated, and that's the part that I play. And that's it. So I hope y'all watch all this. It's very much so important, and it's a lesson, babe. And like I always say, God is waiting on you. You're the only one playing. Love y'all. Peace.